Hello, everyone, and welcome to All on the Table. I am Jen Giggles. Today, we're playing our way through Artifacts of a Romulus, and we're going to have a great time. We've got some slight schedule shifts this month. We'll discuss towards the end, depending on how things go. Otherwise, everything will be normal every Saturday, 3 to 6 Eastern time is what we do, and we're here to play. Again, I'm Jen Giggles, and I am playing Zamachion. I'm playing a Minnesotan rabbit named Rafe LeBeau, and everyone else here is just going to join in and give themselves an introduction, including our GM Jenny.
Greetings all. I am Jenny. Sorry for the no video, but I am my internet is being weird. Okay. I am both the and I play for Verax, a small-sized, 3-foot-tall owlin who is a little bit ditzy at times. Next.
You get your shoulders to sit.
Howdy, I'm Nobody. I use they, them, or thon's pronouns, and today I will be playing the role of Fiona Woodwassa, who is a Leonin Moon Druid. I'm not just wearing this for nothing, but she is mostly curious to wait and see how this turns out.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lee. Pronouns are he, they, I guess. Not a woman. What else? Oh, yes. I am playing the role of Yorick. Last poor Yorick. He is a Jotun and a sorcerer and a badass. And I have a little friend who's a little ice elemental vibe who's played by a small little crocheted octopus. And I think that's it.
I am Nick. I play Sorkmir Starcaller. I am on a quest to find rare metals and unite the clans of my heritage.
All right. I think we're all ready, Jenny. Why don't you take us away where we left off?
Okay, if I remember correctly, we had just stepped through the, I guess you could call it a tree portal, into the lair, base, I don't know, we'll just say pocket dimension of the League of Assassins. As you pass through, right, you feel this, you guys all get this tingle over your bodies as you pass through some sort of, I guess, detection veil would be a good way to put it. Any type of glamour or transfiguration magic on you is dispelled. And so after you make it through, what you see is a wide open place. You're on kind of like a main avenue type thing. It's a huge pocket dimension. And both sides of the street are lined with shops and stalls, and pretty much you end up in the market district. Like the central district, the main square of the pocket dimension. And you're on a bit of a raised platform in the center. So it's kind of like where you would see like in like a stereotypical like medieval like town square would be a statue or something, or a fountain. You're on a raised. You're right there in the center of the town square on like a raised platform where a free floating portal is. This is where everyone enters and exits the base, the headquarters, I guess you could say. What are you guys' reactions to that?
Well, here we are, I suppose. I kind of meant to deal with this outside. You know how secretive they are, but I guess everybody gets to see the city now, so.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, things are good. Not super surprised that Pocket Dimension being where they hide. I mean,
It is
There's
an
that.
impressive construction.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're just inside one tree.
Yes, but okay. Fair enough.
This is how big trees are.
I've never
Fro
been inside
literally
a tree
just looks
before.
up
I
at the sky.
wouldn't know.
It's like, pretty.
okay, where to? I guess you wanted to talk to us all. So where to?
You guys would be. If I'm just trying to remember. Who was leading you?
I forget the name, but she was.
Was it the Dryad herself, or was it the little puppeteer Dryad?
I believe the Dryad stayed outside. She couldn't come in for some reason, so she sent us with an assistant.
What was that? Sorry, I missed what you said.
I'm fairly sure that the Dryad stayed outside and sent us with an assistant.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, the little the cloaked and masked assassin member with the tree on their mask is literally just leading you guys, standing there, waiting for you guys to exit. And I'm trying to remember, who was the last one through? They got tackled by the axe beak? I believe that was Sorknir? What was that? Iona.
I can't seem to recall that.
I remember someone was, as they were walking through, got tackled by the axe beak that was traveling with you guys.
I can't remember either.
Dang it.
D6 says it was Sorknir.
Okay. Sorknir was the last one he got tackled. Yeah, so everyone else kind of just walked through. You end up going flying off the platform with the axe beak. And you guys end up at the foot of the platform in a pile, you and the axe beak.
This is not a dignified entrance.
Stand up, dusting himself off, grumpily.
No, a little dirt never hurt nobody. You'll be fine. Just you gotta just brush it off like you're doing, and you'll be fine. All back to better.
I prefer cleaner dirt for my work.
There's a whole different thing between iron sands and dirt on the floor in front of you.
I think you're muted. Sorry. Don't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can dirt be clean?
Indeed, as
Yes, it can.
As Rafe was kind enough to explain.
Grandmama always said if you apply enough heat and scrubbing to anything, it's going to be clean.
Okay, not quite that.
But you
Could be argued
can't
that dirt is
scrub-
cleaner than anything else. It's a byproduct of the natural decomposition process.
well, they're not wrong. I'm okay. I'll take your word for it.
So yeah, while this is happening, Fro is literally just flying circles around the platform, like above the portal.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hop down and follow whatever Assassin's Guild member is leading us.
Yeah, the Assassin's Guild member is kind of just waves you guys. Well, is standing next to Sorknir right now, waiting for you guys, and also kind of checking over Sorknir to make sure he's okay. Because you did kind of fall 15 feet. You went flying out of the portal and went like 15 feet to the ground. So
If I see him like checking, God.
No, you go. You go.
If I notice him checking on me, Sorknir looks at him and what? We're ready.
Did everybody else see Lee? I have lost him.
Not on the stream either.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Got him back in. Add him to the video again. There we go. Lee is back on video. Should be visible shortly.
And they're active.
Oh, and now I can hear actually what the DM is saying, which is actually useful. Being able to hear what the DM is saying is important.
Yes.
It does help.
Okay, so you guys, all those that are ground bound, walk down to where Sorknir and your current guide are.
Okay.
And Fro kind of swoops down and lands, and if I remember correctly, Sorknir, you're how tall? 3 something?
4'5".
Oh, 4'5".
Oh.
Yeah. Fro is now between 3'9" and 3'11".
Got bigger when we went in?
Yes.
Oh.
Their size, their height increased.
You know, I've heard of having a growth spurt, but that was rather fast.
Is anyone else's height variant? Or just
No.
Fro's?
Just Fro's.
Okay.
Fro, did you drink like an entire cow of milk before we got in here?
What? No. What's going on? And then, like, Fro literally just looks at Sorknir and is like kind of like pleadingly.
Maybe all that flying is finally paying off.
Is flying supposed to make you taller? that a fact? Folk sale?
Strange things happen when you spend too much time above ground.
So good. Roll a deception check. Roll a deception.
$11.
Okay. You pass. They believe you.
Oh. Well, flying makes you taller. If I ever need to get taller, I'll learn to fly.
Alas, poor Yorick was the most gullible amongst us. I'm sorry, I have to do that correctly. Oh, alas, poor Yorick. He was just the most gullible of us. I mean, it was written on the ceiling for him. And he looked.
Okay. Yeah. So. Kind of just hops along. Well, you know how Fro tends to hop? They're actually walking normally. They're not hopping anymore. They're limping, like they're kind of like limping, but not like hopping anymore.
Fro, are you feeling all right with all the sudden growth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
All right.
And so, well, in all her ADHD glory, after you guys get out of like the central square, you start going from stall to stall, cart to cart, like looking at everything.
I mean, to be fair, York is probably doing the same thing. And then keeping an eye on everyone, but also like trying to split focus between all the cool things and also protect everyone.
Yeah, looking at the shinies and everything.
Things are interesting and distracting.
Yeah, everybody roll a...
Ooh,
I'm not sure what to call it. Investigation, perception, I don't know.
If you aren't actively
you guys are walking, and there's a group of differently garbed and armed beings. They're still masked for their identity, but they have additional equipment. So, what would that be? Like, would that be perception?
Perception to notice that they're there, investigation to learn things about them, maybe history to know about what kind of differences there are there. There's options.
I guess investigation would probably be the one there.
All right, well,
Because
I guess we'll break this dice out. Maybe
22.
Oh, 10.
21.
You'll have to fill me in.
It's a 19, but...
Fro knows nothing. Fro is just going full ADHD mode.
I mean, York I got a 10, so York probably doesn't know anything either.
Well, it's not. It's mostly just to notice that, like what they're like. What did everybody else get?
21.
22.
Okay.
And a 19.
Okay, all three of you notice that they are wearing some rather unique accoutrement.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually, for assassins, they are unusually garbed because they are wearing armor.
Okay.
And a couple are carrying spears. One's carrying a pike. Oh, blade? Pike? I don't know. One's carrying a bardish. And the last one's carrying a longsword at their hip and a claymore on their back.
Well, that just seems
Okay,
excessive.
that's that means they're the guards of something.
Guard.
Let's see. Everybody roll a. Insight.
All right, I'm using a different die.
I mean, should I use the little sharp one, or should I use the big old chunky one?
Ooh.
This die hates me too. Insight, you said?
Yes.
Fine. Yep.
Iona and Sorknir roll with advantage.
Ooh. Yeah, York has no idea.
21.
Sliding.
Okay.
20.
Iona, what'd you get?
22.
You both beyond pass. What'd you get, Rafe?
You got a
5.
20.
Oh, Yorick, you're not having a good day, are you?
Those things. You're focused on new things.
Even though my investigation was a 4, I got a 17 for my insight. So pretty much, I went ADHD mode, and then I turn around and see the guards, and I'm like, oh, I know what that is. So yeah, Fro comes flapping back. Well, yeah, like literally zooms back over to Sarknir and is like, Sarknir, tree steal. And Yoda hears that, and Rafe hears that.
I'm sorry. What did he say?
Tree steal. She said tree steal.
Tree steal. Okay.
Sarknir immediately begins scanning around and looking for where exactly Fro was pointing to look at it.
The guards. The guards are both armed and armored in tree steel.
Sarknir, what's up with those? Is there something going on?
It is very interesting, but also appropriate.
I mean, we are inside of a tree.
Precisely.
That check also goes to the explanation for the lore maestros.
Okay.
So, for those that are out of the know, you would explain it to.
Sorknir, would you like to lead this one, or shall I?
I can. So, tree steel is a metal that is made from petrified wood.
Huh.
Ironwood, to be exact.
Petrified ironwood.
Well, yeah.
It is only found in one place, in fact, in my homeland.
Oh.
Underneath the mountain, there is a forest known as the Iron Roots Forest.
There's a forest under a mountain.
Yeah.
And that has to do with being in a tree. How would...
So
petrified iron tree.
You know how trees have roots, right?
Right.
These roots got so hard they turned to basically iron. And with special skills, a dwarf or somebody maybe trained by a dwarf can turn them into armor and weapons.
It is a little more complicated for tree steel, but that is...
Sure. But why is that important now? Or is that just...
That is important because those guards that Rafe, Iona, and Sarknir saw were armed and armored with tree steel.
Yes, but Yorick is failing does not see that, and so is just confused.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much that is an extremely rare material. You don't normally see anyone kitted out to that extent, except in the deep dwarf high guards, like the most elite guards of the high dwarf, of the deep dwarfs.
Turknir, this is important, right?
It is rare. However, we do deal with the elves from time to time to prepare the tree steel for use.
Wait, hang on. Is someone here wearing? Did I miss? I missed something, didn't I?
Yes, Yorick. The weapons there, they are made of this non-metal metal.
That's why you. Oh, and that's unusual, and that's why you're all okay. I think I get it. And what do we do about it? Do you want me to go something? Talk to them? Ask them? I'm good at talking to people.
I do not think we need to interact with them.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, when Fro sped over to you, that group actually saw it and made a beeline for the party.
Sorknir, during this conversation with Yorick, is attempting to sort of like shepherd the group along, so he's doing that awkward, like, sort of stepping a couple of steps during the conversation to keep things moving, seeing this happening.
Yorick
and unfortunately
pick up
does
on
not
that
succeed in
follow.
getting the group to move.
As Sorknir is trying to do that, Fro notices the guards again. And the guards notice Fro, and notice that Fro is not 3 feet tall, as they had been told.
Okay.
Fro is now a good 4'4".
Oh.
Wait, he's gotten even bigger in the last 5 minutes?
Yes.
He,
she
kiddo,
has.
Kiddo, you gotta stop growing. You know, you're gonna outgrow those britches of yours, and that's not safe.
I
can't
her
afford
clothes and armor are actually
clothes.
growing with her.
That is not.
She's now taller than her dwarf.
I don't see what's unnatural about it. I change sizes all the time.
Yes, but you change other things too. You don't just. Although, could you?
Oh, she doesn't look like a pure owlin anymore.
Oh?
She looks more like an owl human.
That is.
You see, case in point, she's turning into something else and getting taller.
Right, but usually.
Well, now we gotta find a shirt for her, because soon there's gonna be stuff coming out of that shirt, and it's just not appropriate. Hang on. She pops up. Literally, Rafe starts rummaging in a backpack for a shirt.
More to the point.
You also have to realize the harness that she was given.
The magical one. That the
yes,
the deity that I almost killed, even though he was one of my people. The Jotun god, the one he gave us all magical items. He gave her a harness. Right, that harness.
Yes, and said harness has been doing its job.
Oh?
I guess you could say.
Harness was it turn into a people harness? Turn human harness?
What it is it's still like the emblem is still in the center, like over the sternum, but it's still like connected by the four bands that go in like an X. Mm-hmm. But in between the bands, it has kind of gained a strip going horizontally around her torso. So pretty much it's become a chest wrap.
Oh.
Well, it's gained a chest wrap, like section.
So she's gaining a bandeau.
Okay.
Pretty much.
This doesn't stop Rafe. Rafe's gonna pull out the shirt and stuff it over her head.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Hang on. Oh, we have a friend. Hang on. I'm gonna turn to the little elemental. Do you know what that harness does?
I can't remember. Can you understand the Emirian? I can't remember if I clarified that. Yeah, your little companion.
I don't. Oh no, that's not my character sheet. I think so, unless it's something natural to Jotuns. No. Okay.
Well, Emirians are their own species. But technically they're kind of like...
Yeah, they're true, but maybe they interact. Probably not. Okay, so they give an answer, and I don't know what they're saying. Possibly.
You get like a feeling from the Emirian in your head. You don't get exact words. Like, you kind of get like a feeling that they are saying yes.
And the harness is it. Okay, wait. You know what the harness? So is the harness supposed to turn our Fro into a human? Is that normal?
You get a feeling that it's shaking its head no.
Okay. Good to know.
But also, the Emirian is not on your shoulder at the moment. It is at the back of your neck.
Oh. Okay.
Because it moved from, like, as soon as it noticed Fro growing, it moved from your shoulder to the back of your neck as far from Fro as possible.
Okay. This is not good, is it?
Because Fro is in front of you.
So I'm kind of turned.
Worm thing.
Not worm. Elemental.
Bird.
Elemental.
Worm thing.
No, not a bird. So this is bad, right?
You don't get a feeling of negative. You just get a feeling of fear.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 steps backward, get them, and kind of put a reassuring hand on like the head as best I can.
Yeah.
Like petting as best. Easy.
When the group of what you're guessing is guards reach you all, they turn to Rafe and Iona, because you guys are probably standing next to each other. The Sarknir is probably right next to and then our Yorick is behind Fro. So pretty much it goes from the back to front. It goes Yorick, Fro, and Sarknir, and then in front of them is Iona and Rafe.
Okay.
So the closest to the guards is Rafe and Iona.
Right.
And one of the guards removes their tree steel helmet, and you realize that their helmet is their helmet is kind of like it's got their mask built in. So like the front of the helmet is their mask. So they just pull their helmet up, and their mask comes off.
Oh.
And you realize they are a herring guy.
Oh, hey there. How y'all doing?
And said Herringon actually kneels to you, Rafe.
Oh, yeah, they should be, yeah.
This is there is a group. This is the only one of the guards that is unarmed with a actual weapon. They are from the Fighter clan.
Oh.
The unarmed fighter clan. Well, the unarmed branch of the fighter clan.
So they're all like dark blue mostly.
This one, yes.
Yeah. I'll make a rise motion. Okay, you can stand up. It's okay.
Yeah. They
not here to infringe upon you doing your job.
I can't remember what we said the Harengon language was, but pretty much they say in the Harengon language, or Fey, or whatever you want to say it. Like, just a language that only Rafe and the Harengon and maybe Fro, but
it's
would understand.
Sylvan, or the
yeah, well, one Fey language.
Yeah,
some Fey language. We'll just go with that.
Okay.
It's Sylvan.
Yeah, we'll go Sylvan. Okay. Mistress, it is great to see you. Where is the tiny one?
The tiny one? Well, the smallest one of us is now like almost my height. And was an owl when we when we stepped through the portal. It's a little weird. I don't know. I just stuffed my spare shirt on her.
At this, another one of them removes their breastplate, and a pair of wings grows out of their back.
Oh.
This is exactly why I don't wear armor. See, if the wings grow under it's just really inconvenient having to take it off all the time.
Well, no, if they're wearing armor under it, the arbitrary is the tree steel armor is enchanted like the masks.
Oh.
So if they take off a piece of the armor, that section of their anatomy will shift to their true form.
So it hides the wings, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
You realize that these are bird wings.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that is still wearing its helmet. And this is the one that has the bardish. Is carrying the bardish. It walks over to...
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes, it's kind of like a pole arm.
Yes, I thought you meant bard-ish. And I...
No, bardish.
Yes.
It's like, it's pretty much a blade on a pole.
Yes, I've bardish, yes, I've heard of them. I had never heard it pronounced. Oh, it sounds like that.
So,
okay.
Yeah, they walk. This one walks over to Fro and starts speaking in a language that none of you can understand. Fro replies, and this being stands back up, puts back on their breastplate, and returns to the rest. So it's similar to what the Harengon did with Rafe. And then, well, the one that took off the one with the bardish walks over to the one that the Harengon that was talking to Rafe and whispers into their ear. The Harengon turns to Rafe and says, "It appears that you have that the small one is not what it seemed."
Oh.
Well,
only Rafe can understand that.
I can't really speak to that. I only met them at the temple. I mean, Sorknir here, the smith, actually knows them the best. So if you want to know what she is, he'd be the one that might know the answers. You hear your name and me pointing at you, but that's about it.
The Herringon turns to the one that is wielding the claymore and the longsword, motions them over, whispers in their ear, and sends them over to Sorknir. They remove their helmet, and their height reduces. We are a dwarf.
Now, you see, everyone was making such a big deal about Fro getting taller, but you can get shorter and it's fine? I don't understand.
I think it's because they have magic armor, and Fro might not. Might have magic armor, might not. We're confused on that.
Everyone of the members of the League of Assassins wears a mask.
Oh, okay.
Or
I mean,
for the guards,
went
all
over
their
that.
armor. The way they look, but just the masks. Well, so the helmets for the guards returns them back to their proper height and species and all that. When they're wearing it, everyone is identical in height, build, everything.
No, we went over that last time. I was making a joke.
So it's inconspicuability.
Oh yes, I chuckle at the joke.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. The dwarf speaks to Sorknir and says, "Honored one," to Sorknir in their native tongue. I come from the deep. I am happy to see you, hybrid.
Greetings, brothers. What purpose do you have here?
I was contracted as a smith for the league, but then I found that I had a propensity to go overboard with my temper, as it were. But I was very stealthy with it. So I was inducted into the order. And I raised up through the ranks and became a guard for the Grand Master.
Ah, excellent. I hope someday you
Can
will
you tell
return
me
to our brothers
why-
and teach them of what you have learned.
May I inquire, Great One, why has the small one grown?
Things are moving that I cannot speak of. Know that it is under control.
The deific owls. Are
Yes.
they one?
This is not knowledge for you to bear.
They
Be satisfied.
they remove their left gauntlet, and under the gauntlet, on the inside of their wrist, is a owl with a halo, with its wings wrapped around it.
Ah. Well, I suppose in that case, Sarknir pauses for a moment and then gives a firm but short nod.
Thank you, Great One. They put their gauntlet back up. Well, they keep their gauntlet off, but they raise their arm above their head and turn it so that the other guards can see it. And all the guards just like flip out in like cheering.
Sarknir just
That was the opposite of discreet.
And then they put the gauntlet back on and return to the rest.
York, who couldn't understand any of this, will kind of lean down to Sorknir. Is that good? No.
That remains to be seen.
But are they going to give us trouble?
That is a good question.
As while this is happening, when the Harangon here hears the rest of them cheering, turns and sees the dwarf did, turns to Raven's like, "You did not tell me that the small one was such a prestigious person."
Who are they speaking to?
They're speaking. This is the Harangon speaking to Rafe.
Ah.
And they literally take off their left gauntlet and show the same symbol to Rafe.
Well, I kind of didn't worry about it. They were in service directly to Johnny. So Mom knew a Johnny, and Johnny was okay with it. So just roll with it. It's just a family connection, right? I didn't worry about what they were.
Oh god. I forgot his name was Fuck John.
Yorick, when you were asking Sorknir those questions, Sorknir had been looking deeply troubled and in thought as he answered both of those, as though he's really attempting to figure the answers out for himself during that, and then just completely broken out of that by... Or do we not understand your response, Rafe? Or were you speaking so we could understand you?
I'm speaking Sylvan, so Iolna's
Never
the
mind.
only one here who might know it.
Then I'm just explaining that for you, Yorick, and Sorknir continues to just look troubled and deep in thought while that develops as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of the symbol being revealed, since that's all that we can take in.
Does this mean that Fro is inherently not a regular?
That is correct. She is most important.
Oh.
That is...
The Harangon puts their gauntlet back on and also their helmet, and returns to the rest of the guards. They turn to Fro, give a bow, and then say, "You guys will receive no trouble from us. You guys have been expected."
Oh. Well, that's good enough, I guess.
And they start to lead you down the main street.
I think Iolna just does a huge kitty stretch. They're going down onto all fours for this because they need to exaggerate this as they yawn and go, "Oh, good. Are we done with the secret conversations now? Let's move." Yes.
Yorick will just shrug and kind of okay. Can me and the little elemental speak mentally? Is that something I can do, or do I have to speak out loud?
You can speak out loud, not like whisper.
Okay.
Like you can only the elemental can hear you, kind of thing, until you can understand the elemental.
All right, I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper and speak Jotun because did you know that Fro was not a regular owlin?
You feel a sense of affirmation.
And you didn't tell me?
Sense of nervousness and sheepishness.
Okay, just tell me if any of the other ones are just okay, just it's fine. I don't hate you for it. Just it's fine. Fro's weird. It's cool. Fro was always weird, but we're fine.
So yeah, you guys continue walking down the main thoroughfare. You walk in for a good another, I'd say 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
In this time, Fro has grown to the 6 foot range, the 6 foot even, and stopped.
Okay.
Well, great. Now I'm not
Like,
even taller than that one. I know I'm not the tallest Harengon, but that's just
yeah.
Wait, how tall is? Oh yes, York is still a good few feet taller than.
Yeah.
But almost 2 feet taller than Fro, but. Okay.
Wraith has wrapped some kind of a kilt-like thing around Fro's waist as well.
Harness is clothed her.
Oh no! She's got a crop top from Wraith now because she's so tall it looks like a crop top, and she's got what looks to be a mini kilt, barely tied at her waist. That's like leaving like one hip wide open, but Wraith is still embarrassed as all heck by it because she's like, this is not modest at all.
What? Okay.
And to think I used to give her rides.
At the same time, under this, she has a dress
Oh,
on.
wait, was she wearing a dress before?
No,
That is.
the harness is into a dress.
In that case, Rafe will take her clothes back because she's like, it's not quite as immodest. You know, this isn't the beach. You can't get away with the bikini.
I don't see what the big deal is. I was just naked like an hour ago when I was a wolf.
Yeah, but wolves of fur, I think, is the Fro.
Yes.
Do you know what's happening to you?
Yes.
Right.
And her voice has gotten kind of spelt.
I mean, figures, lung diaphragm changes. Okay. And should we be concerned?
No.
Okay. Fair. As long as you're not panicking.
Yeah, now she doesn't sound as dumb. She speaks. She sounds a lot smarter.
I mean, it's okay. Am I still getting the sense of fear and panic from the small elemental?
More a sense of uncomfortable.
Okay. Just gonna keep petting him, you know. Just keep.
Not like it's not scared anymore. It's just more like it knows something, but it can't say anything, and it like
Doesn't like that. Okay.
well, it's more like it knows something, but it's like when Fro stopped growing, it went from fear to uncomfortable.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Just keep petting and just keep petting him. It's fine. We'll be okay. We got this. We got several gods on our side.
Yeah. So
Nothing bad.
as you guys are walking, all of a sudden you just hear a loud yell of "Get back here!"
Okay.
Something stole my potion bottle.
Oh,
Stole one of my potions. Stole one of my potions.
okay.
I'm going to turn and look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
There's literally a health potion just speeding down the main thoroughfare.
Just the health potion?
Yeah, just floating in the air and speeding down the main thoroughfare.
I'm gonna hold. Can I just grab about a foot underneath like throw my arm out and wrap around a foot underneath the health potion as it goes by?
Yeah, you hit nothing.
Oh,
I'm grabbing the health potion itself.
that might.
Rafe is? Rafe, you said you're gonna try to grab the health potion?
Oh, I'm gonna grab the potion itself, just like straight out palm the thing. Boom.
Dexterity check.
Straight save or
dexterity check.
save or check.
To be able to grab it as it's going by.
Okay.
So I'm guessing check. Yeah, I've never understood the distinction between the two.
Check is something you're doing, and a save is something you're resisting.
Yes, you're trying to grab the bottle. You're not trying to, like, it's not like with a mimic where you're trying to save yourself from being eaten by it.
That's a 19.
Yeah, you actually just like yoink that bottle out of the air.
Okay.
And inside the bottle, you see just two eyes appear in the liquid. A pair of eyes.
Do I know what it is immediately, or should I make a check?
The bottle is fine, but the eyes are in the liquid.
Right. The bottle, that's fine. Do I know what the eyes are immediately, or should I roll the check?
You're trying to grab below the bottle. Nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
You yoinked the bottle out of the air, and the second you yoink it out of the air, a pair of eyes appear in the liquid. You know what it is.
Oh, good. Morph.
Morp. It's a morp.
Morp. Get out of the bottle now. I mean it. I mean it, little one. You've never seen her be this stern. She's usually just very like kindly mom levels. No, I mean it. You get out of that bottle right now. I pulled the top off of it. You need to behave.
And this little amorphous blob, like red blob. It's not pink. It's not purple. It's not blue. It's bright freaking health potion red. Like a blob of just this blob float, like it kind of like slithers out of the bottle and just floats.
Were you doing this intentionally, or did somebody make a mistake?
It just chirps and kind of like floats left to right.
Now I'm going to have to pay him for this. I have to pay the vendor for this regardless. You're coming with me because you're in trouble.
No, it goes left to right, meaning the first one is wrong, and then it floats up and down between the second one is correct. So someone made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're not in super lot of trouble, but you still got to come with me. We can't have this happening again. On the shoulder.
Yeah, the morph then kind of like forms like a picture, like kind of like not a picture, but like it kind of like forms a Z above its head, like it connected to it. It kind of like creates a tentacle and forms it into a Z with a couple smaller Z's on top of that.
Yeah, you'll probably
So then it points to it creates another tentacle that points to the bottle, and then it does that. Or it does that, then points to the bottle.
You fell asleep in a bottle. Did no one teach you anything? Get on my shoulder. We're going to go take care of this right now.
It forms into its solidified form. It's still floating, but it forms into its solidified form. So it's base form when it's not in between transformations. So the Z disappears, the tentacles disappear, it just forms into its sphere form. It's about the size of a golf ball, maybe a little smaller.
Okay.
So
this is a baby. This is a baby.
Mm-hmm. Come along, Morp.
And the morp literally just floats over to you and just kind of like creates a couple legs on it, and just kind of like clamps onto your shoulder, just to keep it steady.
I head over to the vendor and hand back the bottle.
the vendor says, like, he looks at the bottle and he's like, "Why did I even think this was a potion? This is not my bottle." And he hands back the bottle to you. It literally has a rising symbol of a rising sun on the bottom.
Yeah. Good. Here.
Yes, the wonders of
I
modern
toss him
society,
a-
where you can
I-
accidentally try to sell one of the elemental essences.
I'm going to toss him
What?
a couple. I'm going to toss him a silver piece for the trouble, and say next time, try and make sure when you wait. Try and just double check by waking him up or something. Morps don't like being shaken. So as long as it's not an exploding potion, you're probably fine to shake it.
Yeah, tap it, don't shake it.
All right.
And I'll walk back and continue along our path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, as soon as you get back to the party, the little morp literally just forms into the cutest little bunny rabbit. It forms into like a little chibi bunny rabbit. With like the biggest eyes.
Oh, is that? Can I?
Yes, you are adorable, Morp. I get that. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for you, but we're not going with Bunny. Okay? You can just ride on my shoulder for now. You can play with the elemental later. Right now, we need to be quiet and be nice. Okay?
The morp like forms like a question mark on its head when you say elemental.
Oh.
Yeah, and then a second, like, yeah. So as Rafe is walking by Yorick, like Emirian kind of like peeks around his neck, and the morp sees it and just kind of like shifts into an Emirian.
Okay.
Nope, he gets as close as he can.
Oh.
It's an Octaguardian.
That's cool.
We can play later. Right now, we're here for business. Let's get moving on.
Right, we're here to. Yes, that's an important note. Supposed to be asking about the face mask that was part of the helmet that was part of the armor, right?
No, the helmet, not the face mask. The face mask is in it.
Right.
Come on.
The helmet. Yes, I meant helmet. The helmet. Right. The one part of the armor that we need, not the one that the assassins have.
Yes.
Okay. And if they still have it, we're good because it hasn't been stolen by bad actors who. Okay. And if they don't, we're in trouble.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Well.
So yeah, the morp literally just kind of like just starts floating around, like staying with the party, but like floating from person to person.
Oh, the little pet.
Just kind of like familiarizing itself with you guys, kind of like imprinting.
Yeah. I'll hold out my hand so it can kind of like get a vibe and then scratch it.
Yeah, when you hold your hand out, it kind of turns amorphous and just kind of like it kind of just like puddles around your fingers and stuff. Like it turns into like a long like puddle and just like wraps itself around your fingers for a second and goes between your fingers. You know what I mean? Like it slithers around your fingers.
Okay.
Going.
Throw it with my thumb and be like, oh.
Then it goes to Yona. It's kind of like it kind of turns into a like a quadrupedal lion and just like gives a mini roar and then like scampers off in the sky. Runs up. It kind of like while still as a lion, it scampers in the air up to Sorknir and just like turns into a dwarf with a tankard. It just like pretends to get drunk.
Sorknir, who had been looking very uneasy about this entire exchange when it sees the thing turn into a dwarf, finally seems to be at ease a little bit and starts patting himself before remembering where his tankard is and pulls out just his water ration, but at least matches and takes a drink.
Yeah, and then the most interesting interaction it has. Fro. It flies over to Fro and literally turns into a ball of light.
Ooh.
That kind of has like, it kind of like turns into like what you would think of as a like the little sprite from Zelda.
Oh.
Yep.
So whatever that sprite's name is. Hey, listen.
Nobby, Tattle, Tail, fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little ball with light with wings. And then it just perches on Fro's shoulder and just, you guys keep going. And this is all while you're like, they're doing this while you guys are walking.
Okay.
So you guys finally reach the, I guess you could say, main meeting area. Which turns out to be the very center of the trunk.
Makes sense.
In relativity. It's like, it's a pocket dimension, but like, so like the center of the dimension would be at the center of the trunk.
Seems
It's
logical.
kind of like how the saying, all roads lead to Rome.
Yeah. Okay.
All paths lead to the center of the trunk.
I mean, that makes sense. You know.
It does.
Yeah, and at the center of the trunk is a raised, humongous tree stump. It's kind of like a stage in the middle of an amphitheater.
Okay.
Putting a tree stump inside a tree is daring design, but I like it.
Well,
Yeah, the feng
nexus
shui
of-
there is not very, it feels a little off, but it somehow works.
It's the nexus of the pocket dimension. It's like a physical manifestation of the like the magic of the dimension. Kind of thing. So it's like if the tree stump ever like gets smaller kind of thing, like that means that it's losing magic. Yeah, and so it's kind of like in a amphitheater in the very center. So it's like surrounded by raised seats. Well, seats that go down to it, and then like there's the little stage in the center. And on said stage are 3 beings. 2 wearing silver masks, 1 wearing a gold mask. You can tell what all 3 beings are basically. Well, with the gold mask, you can tell like basic species. You just can't tell like subspecies or anything like that. So there's a naga, a centaur, and what you are guessing is some kind of kobold.
Which one of them
So
has
from left to right, it goes Naga, Cobalt, Centaur.
Which one's wearing the gold mask?
The Cobalt. So it's left and right hands of the gold mask kind of thing. So they stand on either side. But yeah, you guys, what do you guys do when you guys see them?
I'll give an appropriate bow to a somebody who'd be of at least equal stature to me.
Yeah. I'll see Rafe bowing and also bow.
Sorknir also bows.
Yulna definitely doesn't.
Yeah. So when they see you all, you notice. My brain just froze.
We're just waiting on Jenny to catch up.
Yeah, my brain is frozen.
Well, it's a good thing it's almost summer. It'll help melt it.
Ronnie.
All right.
So, y'all got the helmets?
Damn it. Sorry. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, so you guys walk down into the amphitheater and you end up standing on the ground in front of it. And
We've lost Lee.
And you recognize the what is it? The Naga as your contact.
Yeah, yes.
Mascuda.
Lovely to see you again, although I will never understand why you insist on doing business out in the open. It's the least sneaky thing you could possibly do. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so you guys have walked down into the amphitheater. You guys are standing in front of the three beings on the stage, and Iona has recognized the silver masked Naga as Nagata Nascuta.
The snake of the cheese.
Guta! TA, not DA.
That'll never not be funny, and I need an artist to make us that so we can have it. This is
Cheese. I know it's like a snake like in a block of Swiss cheese or something. I know, right? Yeah, so it's Nara Nascuda is there, and there's also Brutus and the Grandmaster.
Okay.
Wait, that's his name is Brutus. That's the name he uses as his cover.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What the heck?
Two brute. All right.
Tu Brute.
That's the first thing comes.
It works.
All right.
Yeah, Fro is literally just standing there staring at the three beings and just out of nowhere just roars at the Grandmaster.
Oh, nope. I'm gonna try and grab Fro. This is not good. Not good. Fro. Don't do it. Don't do it. We need to be nice. Please, Fro. I'm gonna try and grab Fro. Stop her from doing whatever she's doing. This is no. We don't attack the assassins in secret pocket dimension in a tree.
The Grandmaster,
Not
I kid you not,
today.
literally does nothing.
Oh.
Except drop
We
to
lost
one.
Lee again.
Yep.
Oh, Julie.
And you were the one having video issues earlier.
So yeah, the Grandmaster does nothing except drop to one knee.
Right. Let's wait here for Lee to come back in. In fact, now might be a good time for us all to take a short break while we wait for Lee to come back. We're both close to halfway through. So yeah, let's take a 10-minute and we'll see everybody when we come back.
Is Jenny back? Do we have everyone?
All right, welcome back, everybody. I am just getting Lee back in for us here as we go, and we should be all set.
Okay.
As we heard just before Lee left, Yorick was trying to stop the trying to stop Fro from attacking the kobold.
Yes. My plan was just to grab Fro like around the waist because York's still bigger. Ideally, not hurting Fro in the process. Just like grab and like no, don't do the thing. Hopefully, it'll work. I don't know if it will work, but maybe it will, or maybe it won't be so bad and it'll just stop. From what I got, connection didn't cut on my end.
What happens is the kobold, the literal grandmaster of the assassins, the League of Assassins, just bends the knee.
Oh, okay. This is. Fro, don't. I'm still gonna try and grab Fro. Like, let's not attack. Maybe. How does Fro react to that? To the bending of the knee? Does she stop trying to attack it?
I never said Fro was trying to attack it.
Wait, you didn't?
No, I just said she roared.
Oh, I was gonna I was gonna try and stop her from doing anything, like throw my arms around her, because I would assume that roaring would mean you start something. Now, whether or not she actually does, that's Yorick's thought, but like just grab Fro before she can do anything. And hope that doesn't end badly because Fro's apparently Fro. So I've got my arm around Fro, trying to, like, I don't know, prevent her from doing anything, but apparently she's just staying still. So that's good. That's good. Not attacking the assassin is good. And bending the knee is also good. Okay.
After that happens, Wraith is just like, well, okay. How's it going with the helm? Do we have to go looking for that too? Has that been stolen? I'm getting some feedback, Jenny. I'm hearing echo through everything that you've got from your feed.
Yeah, there's no. The helm is gone.
Oh. Okay. Helm is gone. Not good. Not good.
Yeah, Jenny. I think you're on the Twitch, and I'm getting nothing but echo from you, like massive amounts of echo from you.
Huh?
Every time I talk, I can hear echo coming through your microphone.
That's weird because I don't have Twitch open.
Huh. I'm not sure what's causing it then.
Are you using a
Anybody else
headset?
hearing that?
Yeah, no, it's every time anybody talks, I hear it twice.
Yeah. And I can tell it's coming from Jenny thanks to OBS.
That's weird.
Yeah. Are you using headphones or are you just playing the audio out loud? Because if it's too close to your microphone, we may just literally be picking up ourselves playing through your mic.
How's that?
A little better, I think.
That is definitely better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I away from that. So, yeah. It was stolen about a month and a half ago.
That doesn't sound good.
When was the breastplate stolen?
A week prior to current time.
Okay, so they've already got both the helm and the breastplate. That's not good.
No.
Could be fine. We have no way of knowing what they want. Still, it only takes, what, a day, 2 days from the capital to here? If they took the helmet a month and a half ago, I think we have to assume that maybe they've been other places before hitting the breastplate.
That?
The helm is not the most easy artifact to retrieve.
Because, can you... I mean, to be fair, neither was the breastplate.
The helm requires quite a bit of concentration and the proper, how you say, aptitude.
To use it or to take it?
To use it.
Well, that assumes that they're trying to use it.
They will, but I'm guessing that they're just going to get all the stuff first so they can use all of it together.
Right.
That's likely why there's such a large time difference between when the helm was stolen and the pelt was stolen.
That could be.
That's a distinct possibility, I think. Sounds logical.
Oh, well, I mean, that's all we were here to check up on. So if you don't have the hilts, whatever you can tell us about who took it, and we'll be on our way. No need to stick around.
There is one more thing.
Oh?
I was given this letter about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
They hand it to who was it? It was they hand it to Rafe.
Okay. I read the letter.
Dear son, the lizard people have started to encroach on our territory violently and have already destroyed several villages. Even though the situation seems dire, there is hope in the near future. There will be a group arriving in the forest exactly 1 week after you receive this letter. On it will be in that group will be someone who will hopefully save our villages with their party at their side. Signed, your father, King Ignatius.
We're not that group, right?
Oh no, we're probably that group.
But no one would have known that we would arrive here 1 week from now. 1 week ago, I didn't even know any of you existed.
No, you see, prophecy's its own thing. Like, you can get visions of the future. I know you're young in the ways of sorcery, but mages, witches, those that study things, they have lots of abilities.
Like shamans. Yes, shamans can see the future, but that implies that this was a shamanistic vision. It didn't sound... I wouldn't have mentioned a shamanistic vision like that. They put it in plain prose. That sounds... it seems...
Look,
uncouth.
not everything needs to be flowery and poetry. I mean, yeah, it's wonderful when you're talking about your girlfriend in the loveliest language you can. But if I need to clearly state what has to happen because of a vision, I'm not going to couch it in the weirdest language possible. I'm going
No,
to avoid
of
that and go
course not.
plain spoken.
But it didn't specify. Usually, when you see a prophecy, you specify whether you know it because of a prophecy or you know it because of a logic.
Well,
Usually, you specify.
again, this is a letter sent by a king. We don't know if the king even had this prophecy. Maybe someone else told him 3 years ago.
Right, which would have then it would have been more important to mention that it was a prophecy and not a I know this people because of other reasons.
No, not necessarily. Anyway, so how do we get to the villages so we can go help them?
What I mean,
Not
that I want
just
the Cobalt villages.
Just take a breath. How do we go help these people?
The snake of cheese. Leonard says that she'll lead you out of the forest and send you on your way.
Okay.
You know, I mean, we don't have to go. It's pure predation, it sounds like. Bigger lizards moving into smaller lizards' territory? We could just let things take their course.
I also, if someone had told them they were making a prophecy, they could have prophesied us being here and then meant to distract us by sending us off on another quest and telling them that we would be here so they could conceivably. Does that make sense?
Oh, it does.
Bless you.
I think you're overthinking it.
Iona, Rafe, Iona and Rafe. Actually, everyone roll a history check.
I'm going to do the thing again. I really hate it.
You have to remember to always use this die. 25.
I rolled the big die. I got a nat 20, which brings me to 25.
Appropriately, I got a most marvelous 7 because obviously I don't care about history of civilization.
Yeah, I got a natural too, and I have a +5. So I got a 25 also. Yorick, roll a history check. You. Everyone else has rolled a history check, including me. You are the only one left.
Oh, right, because I had to fix the thing and then. This dice likes me. This die likes me. That's a 17, and I have no. I have no extra history, so yeah, 17.
Yeah, 2 of us got nat 20s.
Oh,
3 nat 20s.
So that's good. 1/2 decent, and a couple really good.
What was your base roll?
17.
19?
Yes.
Plus 6?
Yep.
Okay, no. 2 of us got nat 20s.
Yeah, I have a +0, but I rolled 17, so pretty good.
Okay, so everyone but Iona knows this little bit of information, but King Ignatius is a ancient dragon.
Oh?
As in, dates back to the first era.
Uh-huh.
The first age. They're one of the first creations of one of the primordials.
Yep.
Primordial dragons, to be exact.
He threw, you know. He's where the name for the
And you said
language
Yorick?
comes from. Ignan.
Really?
That dangerous.
Actually, he's actually not even a fire dragon. He's a dragon of
Oh.
ice.
Oh. And Yorick doesn't know this, correct?
No.
All right. But I was saying it would be the kind of thing to distract us from finding the gauntlet that the gods told us to go find.
Yeah.
The armor.
Yes, but in an ancient dragon asks you to do something.
Wait! Ancient dragon?
Yeah. King Ignatius
Ignatius, the one who wrote the letter.
The guy who wrote the letter, King Ignatius. Yeah.
Wait, is an ancient dragon?
Yeah.
King Ignatius is one of the prime dragons' first creation. There was a group of prime dragons. One of them's first creation was Ignatius.
And why can't he defeat the lizard people if he's an ancient dragon?
Well, you see, as creature ages, it becomes more susceptible to predation. It gets picked off by wild predators.
I feel like that.
It's more
dragon.
that
I believe this is my time to say I don't know enough to believe that's not true, but it doesn't sound quite.
It's probably more accurate that it has a different law.
We'll go help King Ignatius. Don't worry. We'll do that.
Well, I think the debate is whether we should go at all.
If Rafe says we're going, then I don't want to disagree with Rafe.
Put it to a vote. No, literally, Fro says that. Fro says, let's put it to a vote.
I believe in prophecy.
All opposed, say nay.
I'm. This feels like a trap.
I always think everything's a trap. That's why I'm still alive.
Yes.
All those who say aye.
I'm gonna go help the dragon. Yeah.
Oh,
I
then
have no
it doesn't
stake in the matter.
matter.
I'd simply like to point
That's
out that
3.
it's just strange.
That's 3 ayes anyway. So even if both of us vote nay, it would have created the vote anyway.
Well, you've got your elemental, and then there's the morph, and I can certainly ask the wolf what it wants to do. And
right, I'm gonna. That's a good question, actually. I'm gonna whisper very quietly in giant to the elemental. Is this a good idea?
The Emirian literally just you get the feeling that if it could, it would be emphatically nodding yes.
Okay. Well,
a super fast nod kind of thing.
It's a good idea. So that's 4. That's 4, and out of 6, which is a lot. The kind of numbers you need to make.
Don't hurt yourself, Gary.
Suckner walks in. I will assist you with this, Yorick. You have lost the vote.
I wasn't even gonna vote no. If Rafe wants to go, I'll go.
He's patting you consolingly while you're attempting to explain this.
We'll go save the village. I mean, we don't want them to be destroyed by the lizard people per se, right?
Lizard people are rather barbaric people.
And you will not.
But they're usually rather docile.
Well,
Wait, they're acting differently than they
civilization.
Well, I mean, patterns. If someone doesn't usually attack, is attacking.
What was I saying?
that might be a thing, right? Yes?
I'm sorry, I don't think we heard what connection you were making there.
A clue. So, if someone does something they don't usually do, on top of a prophecy, on top of apparently a prophecy, as opposed to just something completely unrelated, on top of a theft, on top of another theft, you shifting. It's unusual. Yes.
Yes, that would be considered unusual.
Agreed.
So, therefore, it might actually be connected.
That is true. It might actually be connected.
I think you
Well,
are
I mean, we're trying to
correct.
save them anyway, so. But it would be worth noting that it's connected, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say that I agree that it is strange, the events. However, I have never found the divine to waste time with sense.
Ah, well. Thank you for saying that, at least.
Fro literally stares daggers at Sorkin.
No offense.
Shocker, the chosen one, who everyone says is special, doesn't have an issue with bad mouthing the gods. Yes.
Yeah. Fro is literally a the paladin ultima of Romulus. So it's like bad mouthing, like bad mouthing Romulus in front of the paladin ultima.
No offense, friend. I am referring to prophecy, not you personally.
Okay.
All right. So what happens next?
Snake of cheese. I'm just gonna call her a snake of cheese because it just makes sense. Leads you guys. You guys entered through the northern portal, the northern gate. She leads you to the southern portal.
Does that lead us out on the other side of the tree?
Other side of the forest.
What? But we went. Geometry doesn't make sense.
Portals.
I would disagree.
Portals. That's all that matters right there, Yorick.
Portals. Sure. Portals work.
The pocket dimension isn't inside that exact tree.
Uh-huh. So we were never in a tree this whole time.
You were in a tree, but not that tree.
No, but
We were in the meta tree.
Well, no. The portals act like a wormhole from point A to point B.
okay.
Point A to point C. Point C is
Sure.
the pocket dimension. Point A is the entry point. Point B is the corridor.
Okay.
So, point A to point C is distance. Point B is the distance you
Right.
traveled.
Right.
So you're not going from point A to point B because it's inside that tree. You're going from point A to point C through point B.
Okay. Still not
Screen
trying to
theory
get
doesn't make
Alright.
sense to the people who study it, so why should it make sense to us?
Yeah, particle physics is a very confusing thing, but pretty much it's like there's a gate here. It's like they act like gates, like the gate that was in the treasure vault.
Yeah.
Point A and point C were the two gates. Point B was the portal between them.
Right.
It's
They're
just
two different spots.
it's a magic room. There's two doors. Each one goes out a different way. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
Right.
Very much in the center of the forest is where the pocket dimension is, inside some tree in the center of the forest.
But it's not the tree we entered through.
No.
No, that was a gate
It's a
tree.
completely different tree. It's just inside a completely different tree than the...
There's a wormhole corridor portal from the 4-gate
Right.
tree in the southern forest
Sure.
to
Okay.
the pocket dimension.
Right.
So you don't have to travel all the way to the pocket dimension to enter the pocket dimension. You just have to travel to one of the gate trees.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yep. You're good.
Sure.
Sorknir's doing his best to
Okay.
draw these symbols out on the dirt while this explanation is going on, to literally draw a picture for Yorick to help him connect the dots.
Now, the secret of portal physics is to not worry about it unless you're the one making the portal.
Oh, okay. 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 But we can travel through safe. Well, I guess we already did travel through safely.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yes. The secret of forest
Oh,
portal
the-
physics is
the
to trust
other-
the trees to do their thing.
But the coach, we were traveling by, and that's over by the other portal.
Don't
And needs to
worry
go-
about the coach. If that the trees will do their thing. If the coach is needed, we'll have the coach. Okay.
Okay.
Or transportation has already been moved.
See,
I-
told ya.
I feel like that's. Oh, okay. Okay.
As I said, the
Imagine
secret.
what your decision was. You would have to have traveled to the south anyway.
Right. But did it move by itself, or did someone move it?
The forest did
Fiona
it. There's
knows.
nothing more. I want to be clear. Yolna knows that the forest did not do that, but she is saying this.
The gatekeeper sent it there.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if we get back to the coach. The first thing York is going to do is check on the axe beaks. Do they look hurt in any way? Maimed, confused?
It's perfectly fine. It's just been following you guys around like a loyal pet.
Okay. Okay, good. That's fine then. All right.
The other one is
There.
still attached to the yoke.
Right. Yep. Okay.
I double checked
Okay.
the yoke that one that escaped from, so hopefully prevent this from happening again.
It was released. The carriage released it.
Oh.
Remember that.
Huh. Okay.
When the
Okay,
axe
as long
beak
as-
approaches the carriage again, it pretty much a harness pretty much just like yoinks out of the yoke and just attaches to the axe beak.
As long as they're both, no one hurt them.
No, they're not hurt.
Okay, good. As long as no one upset them, it's fine.
Sorknir growls
So
in
the
displeasure at the harness before
is
going
still
back
inside the
inside.
yoke and then- Yeah, the morph has now turned into a mini Haragon.
Oh,
And after Fro passes through the southern gate portal, they are back to 3 feet tall.
back to an owlin as well, or still human, just short?
They're owling.
Okay, because with all the weirdness that's going on, I wouldn't put it past anything.
There's a
I
slight
wouldn't give up
difference.
possibility. Hmm?
They do not have an owl face. They have a
Huh.
lady face.
I'm sorry, did you say a lady face or a baby face?
Lady.
Okay.
Oh, human. Okay.
Yeah, they have a human face, pretty much.
Oh, huh. Okay. You know what? It's fine. Oh, wait. We have to go in and check on Janice.
Oh, Garrus's literally head is just sticking out the window.
Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay. Hey. Okay. We're good.
They're
Everyone's
kind of
clear.
like. They're also kind of excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good job. Okay.
I'm gonna hop up.
Yeah,
Right, we have
when
everyone
Fro sees this, they literally just grapple onto Janice's head, and Janice pulls their head in, and the window that they were peering out of disappears.
Okay. Okay. Should we all get in then?
Then Fro literally just sticks their head out and is like, guys, you gotta come see this.
Okay. Going in.
Okay.
Does Frozen read? Should I draw a weapon?
No, not worried. Just, like she's ecstatic. She's like excited. Like, guys,
All
come
right.
see. Come see.
Okay. Let's come see it then.
Please
So
do call
guys,
me if you
open the
need me.
door to the back of the carriage, and a glowing like trail appears on the ground.
Okay.
Huh.
Follow the trail.
It's the sentience of the carriage telling you where to go.
Oh, right. Carriage. Right.
Yeah, so you guys all follow the trail, and it leads you to a different room than the one you were in with Janice before.
Okay.
This one looks more like a graveyard or a mausoleum.
Okay.
Okay.
In this room are a wide variety of creatures
Okay.
that are dead
Uh-huh.
and yet not dead.
Are we talking zombies, skeletons, what?
Fellow skeletal beings.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a skeletal hydra. Baby.
Okay.
Skeletal hydra. Not adult, baby.
Okay.
There is a skeletal manticore. A couple rotten wood timber wolves, which are literally wolves made of wood.
Okay.
So pretty much undead timber wolves.
All right.
A couple of wolves that are skeletal.
Okay.
Normal size, not dire or celestial or any of that.
Okay.
And other various creatures.
Okay.
Uh,
They seem friendly inclined.
Oh yeah, like the second that any of you enter the door, they just dogpile you guys and just start, I guess, ghost licking you.
Okay. You know what? York is gonna just go with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go cuddle pile. I like this. This is good. Undead cuddle pile. Okay. Yeah, this is
pile
good.
with the skeletons. Okay.
You get bone piled by the
They're not. I mean, Janet's a skeleton and he's nice. Hey, look at this. Look at this face. And I kind of scratch the wolves under the chin. Like, can you really say no to this face?
Yeah, the only one that doesn't approach you guys is the baby hydra.
Okay.
It's kind of just sitting in the corner, just like looking, like, not down, but like just sitting in the corner.
Mm.
Frodo says, "I get carriage moving," and like ducks out just jumps out the window and crawls under the bench and just gets the carriage moving.
Okay. Okay. Good job. I'm gonna try to get them to calm down. Like separate out. Okay. Come guys, calm down. Easy. So we can. They're not. Excitement is good, very good, but we're mortal.
Yeah. Did Sarknir go to the bone room, or did Sarknir go somewhere else in the carriage?
Sorknir ended up following the group into this room, so he's just in the back of the mausoleum. He got attacked by one of the love attacked by one of the creatures, and he's just kind of like calmly petting it while it's like bound up on his waist. He's doing that just personal, like, I don't really like want the pet. I don't want the animal like on me, but I'm kind of like interacting with it right now.
Yeah, Janice lumbers over and just nudges the creature, and then just like lowers its heads, kind of for you to grab onto.
I give him a little scratch and grab on.
Oh, I mean, trying to help you up.
Oh no! Sarknir's still standing. It jumped up onto Sarknir, like rearing up on him.
Okay, no, yeah. So it kind of just like nudges you towards the Hydra.
I look between Janice and the Hydra and nod and make my way over. I stop just out of reach of the heads and just kind of look at it. Give it a good look over. Die is on fire. 25 again. That can't be right. That's gotta be right. It's only a 23, excuse me. Get that corrected.
Oh, we
Only a
lost
23.
Jenny.
23 was the roll.
Hang on, let me get Jenny back in here.
Being as Sally.
Okay,
As
we
what?
lost you for a minute. The last thing I
Sally, the
Okay.
bone Hydra.
Sally the Bone Hydra.
Yes.
I don't know why, but when I look at you, I think Sally.
No, this bone Hydra. This is literally like you've met Sally before.
Ah, now I recall, and I can see the name etched in on the vertebra.
Yeah, which you put there.
Should really remember my own work more.
I reach out
You put the name there.
so that I'd stop forgetting.
Yes, you not forgetting Sally's name, so you just etched the name in there.
I reach out and when one of the heads comes out towards me, I give it some nice scratches under the chin.
Yeah, like the second you walk over and it just kind of like it notices you, it kind of perks up a little bit and just kind of like looks around and then looks down at you and then it just kind of like nudges you.
How are you faring?
The Sally just kind of looks down, like all but one of its heads kind of like droops.
You seem troubled.
It kind of like moves its heads around, so you see that there is a couple vertebrae that have no head attached to them. Like the vertebrae are kind of like broken off, like halfway up the neck.
Have you been playing too roughly with the others again?
They all shake their head no.
Do you need help repairing yourself again?
Another shake of the head.
Then you appear that you will be fine in time.
Another shake of the head. They take one of their front claws and draw like an arch, and then they draw a cross on the arch.
You lost them through a portal?
No, it's representing Tombstone. Dead.
Ah.
Oh.
Not coming back? Strange. What is the cause of this?
It kind of like tilts its head in kind of like a doesn't know kind of way.
Show me where this happened.
It leads you over to a pile of bones.
I take a good look at the bones. Does it look like those are the heads?
It's the rest of the neck and head.
Okay. I reach out and feel to see if there's any magical energy still, so that they could be reattached.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just can't roll below 13 with this thing. 19 is the roll.
Okay. There is very faint traces, well below what should be present.
Can I detect anything more as to is it an even reduction of the energy, or is there anything that would give me a clue as to why there is less energy than there should be?
This pile of bones overall feels like it should have quite a bit less energy than it does. I mean, more energy than it does.
Okay. So it's definitely less. Is there anything that's giving me a clue as to where what the source of that might have been, or like, is it localized on like something that I can like see some damage in like a particular area? Any sort of clue as to the cause?
The vertebrae that is closest to the break in the pile of bones. So you search for the bones and you find that one. Very much just by sense, not sight.
Sure.
The bone that bone has the least amount of magic.
Okay.
Life force in it, and that bone actually has something etched into it that you can't read.
Do I recognize it at all?
No.
Most curious. I look over to Sally and pick up the vertebra. I will investigate. Do you have anything else to add? One of the stranger questions
scratches
I've ever
at
asked
the
a Hydra.
ground. It scratches at the ground and is just kind of like it draws a drawing of like a stick drawing something.
I reach into my pack and pull out one of my pointing devices and offer it to one of the heads.
No, it's not. No, I mean it draws a picture of of something drawing that sign.
Oh.
Gotta admit, this one's a little lost on me.
So Wraith comes over because this has been going on.
Drew it on them.
Wraith comes over because this is going on and grabs the vertebrae from Sorknir, and to see if she can see what it says.
Any assistance would be appreciated.
Wait, is Rafe saying something? Because I can't hear them.
Rafe walked over
Oh.
to Sarknir and took the vertebra to assist.
Okay.
Huh.
One sec. Let me just try to.
All right. Jenny will come back, hopefully. I'm assuming the people watching.
Question is who?
Hopefully, I certainly could.
Hope so.
Yeah.
If I open Twitch, it feels like jinxing it because it gives a thing where it decides that Firefox shouldn't have audio, and then if Firefox shouldn't have audio, then I can't hear any of you, and then bad things happen, and I have to do the thing, and it is disruptive and complicated. So I avoid that sort of nonsense. Oh yeah, we got Jenny back. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone, I can see everyone again.
Okay, and you can hear me?
Good.
I can hear everyone.
Good,
Okay.
and we can hear you.
Rafe walked over to see what was going on because a skeletal hydra scratching in the ground, making pictures, seemed interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
And then having a conversation with a dwarf.
Yeah. So yeah, Rafe roll an Arcana.
Oh,
jeez. Okay.
With advantage.
With advantage. Oh my.
ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's not bad. I got a 20.
Or modified.
You ready?
That was a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Got it. Okay. You don't sense that this specific vertebrae is devoid of completely all magic. You recognize the symbol.
What's the symbol?
It is in Illithid. It is in the Illithid written language.
Who is drawing on you in Qualith? Who is drawing you in Qualith?
What is this language?
It's forbidden. It is the
Hydra,
language.
quizzically.
It's the language of the outsiders, the Illithids. It is forbidden. Who did this? Was it another Heron god? I'm looking right at the right at the Hydra. Was it another Heron god or was it something else?
Her name is Sally.
Sally, I need the answer. Oh, I'm losing Jenny.
Yep.
Yeah, we lost Jenny again. Oh no. Dear.
So it was not a Heron god, it was someone else. Okay. Yep,
Yes,
I heard
you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I do want to clarify, Ilna has not ever gone into that carriage. As established in episode 1, they don't trust it.
No, she's still outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I misheard that. That's
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
Very
you might need to refresh again, Jenny.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, the rest of us can hear you.
So, restart. Just a refresh.
Yeah.
Can you tell
Okay.
Jenny to refresh, please? Nobody?
Oh, Jenny, Jen is saying to refresh your browser. It might be an issue with that. If you can still hear me.
We can still hear you now. I don't know if that helps us or helps you or us, but
Yeah, I just refreshed.
Are we alive?
and can you hear all of us?
I can see all of you. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Yeah. What was the last thing you guys said before that?
Rafe was asking if Sally, if it was another hairy god who drew the little rune on her neck that made her head fall off.
Or someone else. And
It was a no and then a yes.
so
it's
it was
no,
someone
but
else.
gone. Yes, it was something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you
I'm
know what it was?
Sally draws a puddle with like little lines below it.
An ooze?
A morp?
It shakes its head. Sally shakes her head no.
To both?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is that, Sally?
Hang on. I draw a much more detailed picture of an illithid face. That thing?
It backs away from the picture.
Okay. For crying out loud, we got cheese and crackers. Good grief.
What
We
is
got some
this?
issue. The illithids are on the move. I hop out of the room and head out and head up and literally crawl through whatever little portal window thing is dividing the inside from the outside so that I can just get up in the front seat right away between Fro and Yelna, and I'll be like, okay, so the Sally, the Hydra got hurt, the Skelhydra thing, and the damage was caused by an illithid.
I think Yelna's like laying on top of the carriage, doing that stretched, almost sphinxing is what I've got in mind. And goes, I'm sorry, there's skeletons in there?
There's a whole mausoleum in here. It's fascinating.
Sorknir had followed when Rafe left the room, so he's just kind of like standing like right in the doorway listening.
Fro is literally hyperventilating right now.
Slow deep breaths, little one. You know, you'll be fine. But I'm going to go make sure that there's nothing really super bad about the symbols that were etched, because I know it interferes with regular magic. So we'll try and fix that. But in the meantime, whatever. We'll take care of it. Don't worry. Wraith hops back in and
literally
tries to fix the symbol off the vertebrae. Basically, just kind of like adjust it.
Fro hands reins to Yona and then just like books it into the carriage and over to Sork. Near.
Well, this should be interesting. I hope this carriage knows where it's going, because I sure don't.
As the door just shuts, and now we're all inside.
No, this getting out on the carriage.
Yorick is gonna count everyone and probably climb out the window.
Snake of the Cheese is leading you. Snake of the Cheese is on the bench too. It's just.
Oh, I didn't realize she was still with us.
Okay.
Oh, so Snake of the Cheese takes the reins.
Well, no, Iona has the reins. Snake of the Cheese is just the guide.
I think Iona is hanging out up top. I don't think Iona took the reins. Is what we.
I mean, if they're very long reins, it's plausible.
Yorick is kind of pokes his head out. Iona, what happened? What?
I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. Rafe said something about some monster or the other hurting a skeleton, which, frankly, questions, but apparently the Fro's not happy about that.
Fro driving?
I am driving I'm driving insofar as I am trusting the wolf pulling us to go where we need to go.
Okay. Can I see? Can I kind of like is she came with us, right? The assassin.
Yeah.
Is she driving? Did she take the reins when Fro left? Because that. If not, then I'm gonna have.
The driver's bench is on the roof.
Okay.
It has moved. It's
And climb out the window on through.
What the Fro did was they just passed the reins over to Yona and just booked it.
Okay. All right. As long as Yona's keeping an eye on things. I'm gonna pop back down, head over, and to Rafe and said, is okay? Are we okay?
We're good.
And
We're good for now. There's some stuff that has to be done in the background. I mean, you know about the Illithid War, right?
Is this war? No.
The Illithid
yes.
War.
No.
Okay.
Question for DM: do I know about the Illithid War? Is that the kind of thing?
Major event in the history of Arbitros.
Oh, okay. So it's a well-known historical fact that I forgot as a player about, but Yorick would know. Oh, that war. But that was a long time ago, right? If I recall correctly.
Oh, quite a while ago.
I mean, it was a while ago, but it doesn't mean they've stopped trying to get back in. I mean, we've been kind of sort of fighting them for decades. I mean, centuries, really. But, that's beside the point.
And I kind of glance at Sally. Are you? Is that you? They got. How? Is there illicits? Are they? They're not trying to steal the armor, right?
Well, they would be very happy to steal the armor, but I don't know how that would work for them. They use a different kind of magic. That's why their ruins and symbols interrupt the resurrection or whatever they, that's used on the skeleton.
Oh, wait. You saying the illicits hurt one of the skeletons?
Yes.
Sally.
Hurt Sally the Hydra.
Poor baby. And I that's probably when I noticed that the heads. Oh, poor baby. Does it hurt? You okay? Poor thing.
Oh, geez. I'm trying to fix. I'm gonna try and fix it so that the vertebrae is functional again.
Okay. I'll hold. Poor Sally.
That would be a. I'm gonna say maybe nature.
Nature?
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, it's Arcana because it's a runic thing, wouldn't it be?
Well, think about it. It's the nature of things.
Kind of. But it's
religion for
True.
undead and Arcana for specific stuff regarding necromancy, but undead are specifically the antithesis of nature. You don't do that. That's a bad thing.
Yeah. I was on the line that it's an Arcana roll because we're using Arcana to repair the rune or do some magic on it.
Wipe the slate clean? Wipe the slate clean?
I'm sorry.
You want to use Arcana to wipe the slate clean?
Yeah, I want to use Arcana to fix the vertebrae thing. Yeah.
Okay, Arcana roll.
Okay.
With advantage.
With advantage. Okay.
Oh.
Well, think about who you are.
True.
All right, so that's a dirty 20.
Rafe's good at that.
Yeah, you definitely can fix Sally.
I fixed Sally.
Oh, good.
Definitely.
Oh, good.
You clear the you pretty much null and void the rune, and the rune disappears.
Good.
And then we can put Sally's head back on?
Oh no! The second the rune is null and voided, the vertebrae literally shoots out of Rafe's hand and attaches to where it's supposed to go, and the rest of the vertebrae just pile on.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Because
good, good.
that rune was keeping the head from attaching to the rest of the body.
Okay, there. We fixed you. Thank you. That's really good. We fixed Sally. She's
Yes.
better now.
Now
Okay.
that that's done, I'm going to go join Sorknir and Fro to see, what's going on their side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Fro is literally freaking out and whispering to Sorknir. Things like, what do I do? Like, what's going on? Why is this happening now? Like, just like full-on freak-out mode.
Wouldn't you know better than I, friend?
It's not my fault this is happening.
We will fight them as we always have.
But they haven't been seen in millennium.
Only on this plane.
Neither have you. And yet you
Valid.
started growing as needed.
Valid.
I don't suppose you've
I don't know,
learned
I'm
how to
they're
make that
outsiders.
ready. Maybe we can push them back again.
But that took the help of the friendly ones.
Which do you speak
I don't know
of?
where they are.
Should not the first plan still be to repair and retain the armor?
Ideally.
Then, as the dwarves of my people say, and I have told you many times, my friend, one worry at a time.
But they hurt Sally.
Sally's
And
fine.
so
I've
we
taken
shall
care of that.
hurt them.
Yeah, Fro was in
Sally's
so
fine.
much of a freak out mode that she didn't even realize that Sally was fixed. So Fro literally whips around and looks at Rafe and is like, really?
Yes. I took care of Sally. Solving the rune was not the problem. The problem is, where was Sally that this happened? Because, there's skirmishes all over the place in the wilds. It's a fact of life. It's been going on for, for centuries, millennia nearly, right? So if Sally wasn't in the wilds, who knew this? Because it's forbidden. We don't teach it.
Literally, all of a sudden a kind of like bloom rises out of the floor, like a stalk rises out of the floor, and it kind of like forms a flower on top of it, which kind of like projects an image above it. So kind of like a holographic table of this room. There's pretty much security footage of this room.
Okay.
And it shows... Well, another stalk rises, and it shows that you guys are heading into the portal, while at the same time, some shadowy figure is literally going and carving this room onto Sally in the carriage.
And the figure was, per Sally's description, one of them.
Yes.
Do we see on the footage where do they just come onto screen, or do we see them like come out of a portal or something to suddenly be on the footage? How do they enter the frame? Show us where they first
Shadow
appeared.
Shadow travel.
Shadow travel.
Do we know what shadow travel is?
Yeah, it's literally travel through shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so where
One
else?
second they're not there. Next second they're rising from a shadow, diving through them, and descending back and disappearing into shadows again.
Where else did they? Where else did they carve? Did they do anything else here?
A kind of orb descends from the ceiling that projects a overview of the whole carriage, and it kind of does kind of like a sonar type deal. It's kind of like a search thing. Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing.
That doesn't make much sense.
Agreed.
I
The
say we need to
stories.
do. We need something or someone to do a manual search, and that might be the best option.
I would like to help.
Yeah. Okay. We can do that. What what do you think, Yorick? Are you okay or?
York will kind of pop in. Did anyone tell Iona that someone should? Actually, hang on. I'm gonna kind of whisper in common this time because I don't. Can you kind of turn a little bit to the little friend who's hopefully still on my shoulder? Do you know anything about illithids, and can you find them if there's one here skulking around? Could you do that? Maybe.
It goes and does that.
Okay. So there.
Oh wait,
See?
I'm not
Useful.
showing up on the. Oh no, yes I am.
Yeah. And while he's searching, I'm
delay
gonna
was too
poke my
long.
head out.
For me to realize that I was still.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my head out to Iona and say, okay, Sally is fixed. All better now. We might have illithids in the carriage, so that's a problem. Are you okay up here to handle things?
Yes, I suppose so. I don't know what a Sally is, but if you need a hand in the fight, let me know.
Sweetheart, little phone.
Oh, good, another one.
Okay, but she's fine. She was hurt by an illithid. Yeah, she's like Janice, but like a Hydra.
Yes, another
She's
abominable
sweetheart,
perversion
but,
of the
one
cycle
of
of
her heads
life and
got
death.
hacked
I'm
off
thrilled.
by an illithid. But her head got hacked off by an illithid. But we put it back on because Ray fixed it. But there was an illithid in the carriage messing with our skeletal creature. We have skeletal creatures, which they're very nice. But one of them was attacked by an illithid, which is not good because they shouldn't be a thing. But Ray fixed it, but it got in here. So I feel like you should know that in case of trouble.
I appreciate the
sense?
heads up, but how sure are we that they're the bad guys this time? Because it sounds like they're destroying the undead, which is great.
No, I mean, yes, but also they're not evil undead. Sally isn't evil, and also they took one. There were a bunch, right? There was Sally and Janice and Chloe and Arthur and all the others, you know, like a whole pack of them, and they're being really sweet. And but my point is, they weren't just blanket destroy all of them. They did one very specific thing to Sally, and she was alive to tell the tale. You'd think that if they were trying to destroy undead, they wouldn't do that. They very specifically did a thing which doesn't make any sense at all. Right?
I suppose that's a fair argument, yes. Well,
everyone out here's good? No problems out here?
I think we're all right for now, but I suppose if you do find an intruder, send them this way.
Oh, okay. If you need help, if you poke your head in the window, the carriage will probably I'll kind of pet the carriage. Just make sure that if she pokes her head in the window, carriage is sentient, right? More or less. Just make sure she gets to us, and then I'm gonna poke my head, go back in, and try to find Wraith and Sorknir. Wait a second. This is not good. Do you realize? I mean, you probably already realized. You guys are smart, but Lilith, right?
Aye, it is an ill omen.
Yes, but not just an ill omen. It's an ill omen that wanted us to know it was an ill omen. I think. No, it makes perfect sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, why attack Sally? Not only why attack Sally,
deep breath,
she's a sweetheart.
kiddo. Take a deep breath, kiddo. We need to think this through, not panic, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I know.
slow
Sally,
breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, you know? In through the nose, hold for 4, out through the mouth. Yeah, nice triangular, circular breath thing going, yeah. There you go.
Sally was, she's a sweetheart, but she's not Janice. She's not one of the axe beaks pulling the cart, and assumedly they could have attacked either of them, right?
Not necessarily. If they're shadow stepping, getting someplace where they could do some damage without being seen or alerted is the best choice. And hitting apparently that mausoleum room might have been the best choice. But we don't know for sure. So we're going to do what we can to figure it out. And we just need to work calmly and slowly to do that.
But they didn't kill Sally or destroy Sally, or they left her as a witness. She had a lot of heads. They only took out 2 of them, right?
Well, it was a rune of disruption. It could have affected the entire thing.
So you're saying it was supposed to have killed her, and it non-killed her, but it didn't because it was wrong, not because they meant to leave the rest of her as a witness.
We don't know. I'm not sure yet. At this point,
leave her as a witness. They were just trying to kill her and failed.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're just gonna have to keep working forward in a slow, steady manner, and not rush around like chickens with their heads cut off. Okay.
But it is possible that they meant to send a message rather than actually something.
It's possible.
They wanted us to know that it was them.
Possibly. There's no guarantee of that.
If so, then they are fools.
Or they're really freaking arrogant. Although that's usually the same
I see
thing.
no difference.
Yeah, but if illicits didn't steal the armor, and they chose to attack us,
Yes.
then they might know because we were sent to get the armor back.
Yeah, and if they don't want us to get the armor, attacking us is a good thing. Only we were
Right.
surrounded by an entire army of assassins.
Right. But that means they know we were sent to get the armor if they attacked us because of that, which means that they are in cahoots with who stole the armor, or they stole the armor.
That's probably a good conclusion. But we don't have enough evidence to achieve that logically yet.
But the pieces doesn't make sense.
I'm going to go out and talk to the left
dragon had a
here. I'll be right
prophecy.
back.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit down and wait for little Emir to come back with a little tell us if there are any more illicits. Did the little elemental find any more illicits?
Can Jenny hear us?
Jenny, can you hear
What?
us?
Did
Yeah.
We're asking if the
When they announced, I've been trying to catch up on the stream.
Oh, okay. My question was, did the little elemental find any more illicits?
No. They found no more runes, nothing.
Okay. Okay, good. I'll kind of set him back on my shoulder and give him a pat. Stick close. We are dangerous, and I don't want you to get hurt.
Okay. I'm outside now with Fiona and the left hand.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys have, while all that crap was going on, you guys arrived at the edge of the forest.
Oh, good.
And it is the sun is starting to set.
Okay.
Ahead of you is a vast desert.
Oh. Hmm. That's...
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yes, I'm afraid this is the end of my home field advantage, but I suppose this is where we have to go next.
Mm-hmm.
It's
How late in the day is it?
sand.
Yeah, it's set, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How late does the sun set this time of year?
The temperature. Crap. What was the question?
So
How late does the sun set this time of year? Like,
The sun is rather constant.
oh, near the equator. Okay, that works.
So I mean, like
So it's getting late.
The sun orbits the planet, not the planet orbits the sun.
Oh. Okay.
You gotta remember, this is a world
Magic.
with
Okay.
a sun and moon deity.
Well, yeah, that's fair. It doesn't necessarily mean
Not a natural solar system.
sun orbiting planet, which means right. So it means that there's no equinox or anything like that. It just kind of works.
Well, there are different times of year,
All right.
but that's just dependent on
The sun light doesn't do...
the sun and moon deities. Well, the sun deity flies from the plane.
So the night late day length doesn't vary by season.
No.
The way it does on, say, Earth or another planet orbiting a star instead of the other way
No,
around.
it doesn't.
Okay. So sunset is just sunset. Right.
Okay, so it's in the day. I'm gonna stop the carriage.
Yeah, and everybody roll a Sorknir and Iona, what would you call this roll? What do you think?
To know about the area would probably be nature geographically and history historically speaking, I guess.
To survive it is survival.
Or
obviously.
just survival. Yeah, to know about kind of like the area. Any of those.
Yeah. Well, it depends on knowing that what the deal with the desert is and who lives there and what the deal is, or knowing how to live in the desert and survive and keep the carriage from like falling off the rails. Depends on what we're trying to figure out.
I would say Sorknir is probably working off of historical context rather than knowledge of flora and fauna.
That's fair.
I mean, Yolna would have had to cross this desert at least once based on where they came from, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be...
I think York would probably also be working off historic because... So, do you want us to make
your rolls on the one you think is best for knowledge of the area and whatever?
Okay.
When
well, that's a 6. So whatever kind of roll. I mean, yeah. York does not know anything about deserts.
21.
This desert, any desert. He cold mountains. He has no idea. This is new and exciting and terrifying. Maybe.
Looks like
might not even know enough to be scared.
I pulled survival to be specific.
Rafe got a dirty 20.
I got a 21.
There you go.
30-20 on survival so that I can plan out how to get through the fucking desert.
This is useful.
Okay, Iona?
Yo.
You're up.
Okay.
Lore Master knows lore stuff.
Yes, well, welcome, I suppose, to the Burning Plains, the most unpleasant place I've ever had the misfortune to cross. We basically have 4 options here that we really need to consider if we're going to cross. But if you go at night, it is so cold that you will literally freeze on the spot. You will die of cold if you go across this desert at night. And if you go during the day, you will burst into flames. So either way, not fun. Of course, the other real issue is how we cross. We could take the path. There is a path, but it tends to be a little overrun. A lot of bandits, a lot of people attacking folks on the path. Or we could just go straight through the desert, which less safe, but also less bandits. So what do we think?
Cold. How cold is so cold? Because my people are good with cold.
Hmm.
Let's put it this way, York, even you would freeze.
Okay. So that's out.
Now that said, I believe someone
wait
got
a second. Doesn't Grape have a
tiara
magic?
of fireproof nonsense. You'd probably be okay, but the rest of us.
In the day. How long? So we need to cross at somewhere between night and day. Sunrise, sunset.
That would be ideal, but the other thing is that they're sort of what do you call them? Geysers of lava. And so, in theory, if you traveled close enough to each geyser of lava in turn, then that would keep you from freezing to death at night as you traveled through the desert. I think that might be the safest way, in terms of less immediate extremes. But
Is that where the path goes?
uh,
Is the path around the geysers, because that's the way to cross without freezing to death?
I don't think it is, based on the notes I have here. No.
But who built the path? Do we know, or has it just appeared?
The lava vents literally.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense. How paths work.
Now, with all that said, I don't know how the carriage is going to hold up for any of this. I mean, it's certainly too hot or too cold for an organic being, but with something like this, I truly don't.
I'm not
The
so worried
wheels
about
actually turning to
carriage.
What was that, Jenny?
I'm more worried about the I think we can trust the carriage not to. It's magic, right? Like really good magic. The kind of really good magic that is blessed by a deity and doesn't get hurt by hot or cold.
One can hope.
So if the path will keep us safe at night, and then everyone gets in the carriage during the day, and then we go out again at night, we should be able to cross.
That should work, yes. The real concern, I suppose, would be the potential for banditry if we're going along the path. It's. Yes.
I mean,
well,
here's a thought. We have several undead creatures. Can they just pull the carriage? Are they also immune to bursting into flames and dying?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but maybe.
Cool. That would be kind of cruel, though. I mean, if we, I mean, we can fight bits, right?
We've got 4 minutes.
We can fight bandits if we encounter them in such a way that we don't burst into flames and die when they show up.
Right, but they'll burst into flames and die.
Possibly. There is a slight caveat to that.
So we'll be okay during the day. So we just hole up during the day, and they also hole up during the day so they don't die.
Potentially.
And then we can fight them at night.
Well, you see, there's another issue which I hadn't brought up because it didn't seem especially relevant, but my people, the Leonin, we're immune to the heat of this desert. I don't know why. I assume it's some deific intervention, but if there's Leonin bandits out there, then they could just...
So if we have you and we have a skeletal creature who doesn't burst into flames, could we just keep traveling straight through?
I suppose we could, as long as we did it all during the daytime. I don't know how wide the desert is, but as long as we're out by nightfall, that should be fine, yes.
You can actually cross in one night.
So,
Oh,
So yeah, it sounds like
So,
we set up camp at the edge of the
we
forest here,
just-
and then tomorrow morning we see if we can get the abominable intelligences to agree to help.
I mean, is that going to work,
I
Jenny?
mean-
Do we know
I mean,
if
they would.
undead can survive the heat of the desert?
As long as you cross onto the path and off of the path at sunrise and sunset, you're good.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter what we're using as long as it's the path, we're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, at
Okay.
nighttime, we're more likely to run into other types of bandits. During the day, it's just Leonin. But I hate to say it, it's the end of the show. You're going to have to find
Yeah.
out how we get
So
across this
next
desert
week,
next month.
all right.
Wrong button. There we go.
Okay. All right.
We are all here. We
All
are
right.
live and on screen for everyone to see at the moment.
Hi, everyone.
Yep.
Oh, here's a giant photo of Jenny for everyone. Oh, we're just having a great time here today. I hope you're all having a great time. We enjoyed it. Why doesn't everybody tell us where else they can be seen?
Yeah, sounds good. So I've been Nobody. I played Yulna Woodwassa, and you can catch me on Twitter at patch_jacket, on co-host at Nobody, and every week on Us Weirdos Have to Stick Together, a podcast about queer representation in media. And I also do a second podcast on my Patreon at patreon.com/usweirdoscast, which is a weekly reread of every Animorphs book in order.
That's cool. Cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Lee, not a woman. That matters. I am here. Possibly the third. There's some trouble with the usual Wonderland. We're working on it. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitch at lhawk99. I do lots and lots of streams. And just doing tabletop RPG stuff. And I do have a Ko-Fi at DM Lee if you're feeling, but no pressure on that. And yeah, come watch on Twitch though and hang out. Have a good time.
I'm Nick. I've been Sorknir. You can find me next month right here for the next episode of Artifacts of Romulus.
Jenny, I've been Treverax and our GM, even though it's been a little crazy today with difficulties and all that. This month, so I have not been able to set it up yet, but I will have something set up before the next game.
Cool. All right. And I am, as always, Jen Giggles. You can find me here next week doing the typical GM job for Secrets of Small Gods. And you'll find me up and about on an upcoming actual play that's YouTube that it's going to be YouTube only for us here
Oh,
as we
the
release
superhero one.
as we start releasing the as this month we will start releasing the superhero game that we have, Vigilantes Union Local 13 or VU
Hey,
13. And also pay attention as we'll also be releasing the Concord Pneumology. I'm not entirely sure how to say it. Concord is coming. It is our other YouTube Direct show, and that'll start releasing here this month as well. And lastly, starting in June, you'll see our solo play through. A bunch of us did solo playthroughs of the Princess and the Cursed Sword, and we'll have solo playthroughs of that up for everybody to watch on YouTube as well. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. We'll see you guys in a month for this game. I'll see you next week.